Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, we are giving all the props possible to 2K20, alright? Now, I think there's actually a lot, but these are the things that I think 2K has done right this year. And then also, toward the end of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and give my kind of what I feel like they should do differently and things that I miss about old games, and kind of just get on a little bit more of a rant, so to say. But for the early portion of this video, we're gonna be showing love, alright? So, first of all, I want to go ahead and show some props to what they've done with this badge retooling stuff. I mean, if there's anything that there's to be taken out of this game, bro, it's so amazing that when you hit 20, you know, just whatever your max amount of badges are, you can just retool this thing however you want to, and it's just simple as that. I think that's dope and that's awesome. And while we're on the topic of the badges, I think it's actually pretty nice that they added so many new ones. Now, obviously, the negative to that is some of these don't work, and they need to address that ASAP. But that's just the fact of the matter. But that is a couple things that I feel like are super impactful. Now, if we're gonna compare and contrast 2K18 and 19, I don't want to compare those games because I feel like 19 was solid, but 18 was trash. And the fact of the matter of both of them was you had to grind till you were 99 to literally be able to get your max amount of attribute points in whatever category you wanted to. This year, it's 95. Then you can like get +5 bonuses too, and the +5 bonuses are tight as well. Now, my whole point is, let's say I made a build that ended up with 70 ball control max. What 2K18 and 19 did, it catfished you into making that, and you didn't even get that 70 ball control until you were literally like, and just the grind itself of becoming a 99 overall was like, you know, the difficulty of, I'm not gonna say the difficulty of hidden legend. That's not even that's not even fair, but you know, you get what I'm saying. It's nowhere near the difficulty of grinding to 99 this year. So essentially what I'm saying is, you can play with your player the style that you want to right out the box most of the times. I mean, when you make a build that gets 85 driving dunk and 70 ball control, it gets 85 driving dunk and 70 ball control right away if you want to. The only things that don't go up right away fully are probably like 3 categories that you really just upgraded the rating itself anyway, just because your badge points pertain to it. But anyway, my whole point with that is, bro, that is a big thing that we have been missing since 2K17 in my opinion. And a lot of the compare and contrasts are going to go back to 17, because I feel like that's the last time that this game was truly like perfect. Like, nah, it wasn't perfect, nowhere near perfect. I mean, the servers were way worse than they are now. Also, that's a big thing too. I mean, just the fact that like, not even, I don't want to talk about like the booting BS and stuff like that, because that's a whole different problem itself. Although I've seen this has been, the booting stuff, it has been like actually a lot more repaired this year than it ever has, and I don't know why. I guess it's probably because they were threatening to arrest people for doing it. But hey, I don't know. Anyway, let me get away from that topic too much longer. But anyway, moving along, I want to point out archetype balance, how it's better than ever right now. I mean, and honestly, like I said, this video is a lot. It's not like gonna be the most visually appealing one. It's just a whole lot of me like ranting and talking basically, and just kind of spitting my opinion basically. But I feel like archetype balance is better than it's ever been. Like, I'm talking ever. I mean, in 17, what did you see? You saw sharps, playmakers, and glass cleaners. It was simple as that. You didn't really see, I mean, stretch bigs, yes, but you get what I'm saying. You saw the shooter archetypes, playmaker archetypes, and the glass cleaners. You didn't see much other than that. Now, obviously, I kind of set a wave with the athletic finisher. Also, if you're a new sub of mine, bro, you gotta go back and watch. I have a whole playlist. My 17 athletic demigod mixtapes were out of this world, and I know a lot of my subs are gonna vouch for that. Yo, also, if you're a day 1 sub in 17, leave a comment, bro, and say that you were here for the original demigod. you gotta show some props to yourself for that. But anyway, moving along. I mean, while we're talking actually on the archetype balance, look at the meta from 2K19. Look at the builds. Look at the lineups. The 2 bigs was so like relevant in 2K19, and even in 18, even 17. In 2K20, the meta lineup does not ever not involve a guard, and it's as simple as that. But I don't know, bro. That's just me kind of like speaking on that. But and look at the archetypes. I mean, post scores, stretch bigs, and lockdowns, like pure lockdowns, were like the go-to thing last year. Now, pure lockdowns can't shoot. Post scores can't. Well, it depends what you are, but post scores for the most part can't shoot. And then like stretch bigs, they're not as mobile and like, you know, as usable on the 3-point line as they used to be. Now it's kind of turned them into a little bit of a post scorer and just a spot up shooter, like they should be. They did exactly what they should have done with the stretch bigs. And I don't know. I think they executed that really well. But anyway, while we're kind of in that topic as well, the fact that not every build can shoot this year is big time. I mean, I upgraded my three-pointer in anticipation of that, just in case it was like a 2K19 feel. Honestly, if I could do anything differently, I wouldn't even touch three-pointer, because bro, it's so hard to shoot with literally, you cannot do it. You can't shoot with one badge and 53 three-pointer. I've seen like a select elite few able to do it, but bro, no quick draw. And also, adding quick draw as a badge was a big time, because it made it so these pure locks have to spend like, you know, 2 to 3 of their badge points on shooting, like literally just quick draw, and that just makes it so it literally like sort of disables your ability to shoot, because you can't put it on like stuff like catch and shoot and corner specialist. I think they did real well with the archetype stuff. Now let's get to the scenery, because that's where obviously we're going wrong here. Now honestly, it looks okay. If you ask me, like, this looks decent, but I think it's literally just, you know, it's just the feel, like this little square right here. This gives the feel of how I think all of us just think that 2K doesn't care because of this exact feel. But honestly, I'm sure that there was a lot of work probably put into this neighborhood. They wanted to milk it out as long as they could. But realistically, bro, 2K, y'all gotta listen to me on this. I think the expectations of the park and the scenery, it's too high, and you got to keep up with it. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. You got to keep up with the expectations, because the people aren't going for this stuff, bro. People are not going for this like 2 years in a row of the same park thing. Now, I think what you'd be smart to do is to go back to our 2K17 layout, where you bring back the affiliations. You bring, like, matter of fact, while we're talking on that, let me rep Rivet City real quick. But no, I just think if you go back to the affiliations and stuff, I just think that it'll really resurrect, as far as like, boom, you pop back the 3 parks, you do all that stuff. It'll really resurrect, like, you know, kind of the rivalries in the game again. Like, I know literally like probably 1,000 people just got hot at the fact that I was talking about I'm repping Rivet City. But that's what sparks this game. It, you know, like rivalries and controversy and just like people kind of, you know, being fired up about something is like will get you going, and it's, I think it was a cool thing, and I actually like found a lot of fun in the affiliations. But anyway, moving along. But actually I kind of want to stay on this point again, because I got away from it a little bit. The changing of scenery, we'll see how the winter goes, but honestly, bro, let's just talk about this too, because I mean, we got to talk about it, bro. The hay bales over here and all this stuff, and like all this stuff, like, bro, it's ruining park. Like, why? This stuff is ruining park. Literally this right here. You can't play on this court, bro. It's literally impossible. It just lags every single time you're facing this way. And then, I don't know, there's just too much scenery. And I don't know, I guess if 2K, you can't handle it, then don't do it. Like, it's simple as that. But like I said, moving back to the 2K17 scenery would be big time. I think that'd be massive as far as like the resurrection of just the park itself. But with that said, I really advocate for you guys to try out the 3v3 Pro-Am over there. I think that's it's way less choppy, and honestly, you get games right away no matter what. So I would really recommend try out the 3v3 Pro-Am. I'm back on that wave right now. But anyway, moving along, like I said, not every build can shoot. I got my own little notepad right here. Honestly, while we're going back to badges for a little bit, the fact that you can put like literally 8 Hall of Fames on your dude if you want. I could put 9, I think. Yeah, 9. Yeah, I think 9 or 10 Hall of Fames on my player. Look at this. I could go, boom, that's 5 on the defensive stuff, and then I could literally just, boom, do that, and then that's like 6. Or, okay, so 5 and 5. Yeah, so that's 10 right there. That's insane. Like, bro, we never used to be able to do that. And again, to factor back to the whole like customization of moving this stuff around however you want is big time. Now, with that said, I think this game is a lot more enjoyable when you do grind it out and you become a 99 overall or something like that, where your attributes go like through the roof. Like, my build is not supposed to have 84 speed. It's supposed to have like literally 79, I think. And then also I have the oh yeah, and while we're on this topic too, bro, the Gatorade boosts right here that's a great addition too, bro. Like, literally your build, when you make it, you can end up with +4 speed from the weekly workouts, and then +5 more on just the 99 overall. Like, you know, like for instance, like I said, my dude being 99 is making all my attributes go up by 4 right now. I could be 99.9 and it'd be going up by 5. But bro, like I said, I mean, the fact that all your physicals can be boosted by 9 ratings, that's insane. That's so wild to me, and it's so cool that that's a thing. But And then, like I said, the fact that all these other attributes can be boosted by 5, that's big time too. If I would have known that, I would have done something different with my build, honestly, but I don't know. Like I said, I probably wouldn't have touched 3-pointer. Again, going down this list, addition of 3v3 Pro-Am was huge. Lots of double rep events, and matter of fact, I think if I could pull up the event list right here, I'm pretty sure Puma Mania comes back like literally, yeah, it's next weekend, and that's gonna be tight. So for those of you who don't know about this, definitely play Friday. If you're kind of like barely playing 2K, but this is gonna spark you into playing it a little bit, this video right here, definitely play this Friday, because what happens is you play this on the first day, and for every 24 hours since you've been quote unquote infected, then you go double rep, like, so you get double rep, triple rep, quadruple rep for like the whole final day of this. And it's honestly, it's a pretty cool event. That's pretty tight, and it really sparks people up into playing this. Anyway, moving along, we got countless things like random VC sales, like I said, the weekly workouts, customizable player panels like I already did here. My Player Nation is actually a great addition as well, just at the fact that you get the double VC in my points. It's good for like grinders and just, you know, the people who are trying to come up from the bottom. And then honestly, while we're talking on my career a little bit, the fact that you can just literally so this used to be my thing. How I used to be like, how do you get posterizer if you can't even get contact dunks because you don't have posterizer? So this year, now you can literally just dunk the ball and end up putting your badges toward like teardropper. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to actually shoot floaters to unlock teardropper, even though it's a trash badge. But that's, you get my point. You don't have to do the function of the thing in my career anymore. You just do that category, finishing, and you get points to it to unlock whatever you want. So whatever you're good at, or you can find a good function in the game that works like that, I think that's tight. Like, they really make that work well. The wheel spin is a great addition, but obviously that's not just a this year's game type thing. I don't know. Okay, so basically we'll get to the long story short. There's a whole lot that we overlook because there's a few issues in the game, and so for this year, I'd say they've done a decent job at fixing some of the issues. There's obviously still a lot to be done, but let's talk about that. Things I think they could do differently. There's definitely a lot more like customizability in the player creation that I think they could get to. They could definitely add a couple more pie charts, or like, you know, a couple more things to the physicals that you could change, stuff like that. New parks next year is a must. People are gonna lose it if that doesn't get changed, bro. It's gonna be real bad. I think they need to bring back the high rollers for stage, bro. Like, that could be something that the comp nation, like, bro, I don't think 2K's comp scene has ever been like where it's at back when like high rollers was even a thing. Can you imagine that right now, bro? That'd be getting people lit, bro. They'd be on that stuff constantly, and I even would, bro. And I don't even be in the like comp stage like that all that often, but bro, I'd be in that high rollers thing constantly, and I feel like it'd be good for the park as well, because it would kind of weed out the competitive people a little bit more. If the stage was bumping constantly, then bro, the park would be all just for these, you know, kind of the casual players who don't really care for anything other than that. So, and I feel like that's what drives the park players away a little bit, is the lack of wanting to play the sweaty tryhards like myself, I guess. But anyway, can we fix ankle breaker too, bro? For once in the last 3 years, there's no reason like tight handles should be so OP, but ankle breaker has zero impact to this game. Like, bro, the fact that you can just shift people around with tight handles for no reason, but then the fact that ankle breaker has been a dead badge for like three whole years now, bro, I think they just got a little like punch drunk on it in 2K17, and they didn't want to ever see that again. I think that's what made the game fun. I think the dribbling from 17 is what made the game fun. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but and then while we're on that topic, obviously a major thing about this game is that all badges need to actually have their effect and impact. I mean, I kind of addressed that earlier, but again, these like things like ankle breaker, and then let's say another one that's kind of broken would probably be like, I don't know what the heck stop and go does. Space creator is obviously never mind, that actually does have its impact, but you get what I'm saying. There's probably like 10 or 15 badges in this game that still don't function properly, but anyway, and I understood that would probably be the outcome with how many new badges were added to the game. I mean, it's going to be real hard to have the function work properly for every one of them, but still, I mean, the expectations are high. You can't just literally throw in like 80 badges in the game and have only 50 of them work, or you know what I'm saying. It's not actually 80, but regardless. Anyway, possibly a one-time takeover change and an attribute adjustment would be pretty major 2K. Like, if anybody's listening to me, if anybody is listening to me, and this is why I want to get this video out right now too, because I know a lot of times people wait till it's like literally July, and then they're like, oh, here's my wish list, even though, okay, I don't understand the fact that, like, you know, I'm speaking in third person, I don't understand the fact that, you know, 2K won't change anything at this point because they have already been developing the game for 6 months. So I want to get to this right now because I know this is probably around the time that y'all start working on 2K21. So I just want to go ahead and just lay out there that I think all these adjustments need to be made. But if we're talking just for the rest of this year, like I said, to keep people interested, y'all gotta enable this one-time takeover change and an attribute adjustment, but not changing your pie chart or any physicals. I feel like that would still bring a lot of people back to the game. But anyway, last thing they want to do is spend another 50 just like to be let down by the meticulous MyCAREER grind and just lack of confidence of their build getting nerfed again, because that's a possibility. That's just the truth of it. But anyway, other than that, I feel like that's about all my points and like topics that I wanted to get to through this video. I feel like while it might have been all over the place, and like I said, there wasn't a lot of like visual commentary to it, I just, like I said, there's a lot of things, and I feel like a lot of people will relate to this, but I wanted to open this video with a lot of positivity and just like show props, but still, I want to keep the expectations rolling because, bro, 2K, this ain't it. Like, I like the game, but like, there's a lot of stuff, and I know they could be doing so much better than they are right now. And they gotta just listen to us with this park stuff, bro. Like, people will literally love this game if the scenery was right, and that's all it takes, bro. It's so insane. I feel like the gameplay is so good, but like just a couple badges are just not functional. But like I said, I feel like people will love this game if it just had a 2K17 setting to it and like constant flow of park games. I mean, streaks just aren't a thing anymore either because like this neighborhood stuff kills it. I mean, look at this. There's literally 65 people in my park, but there's like a whole left court not being played on. There's no spots being queued up on. I mean, that's six. I don't know. That definitely doesn't add up to 65 people. I'll just tell you that. But anyway, maybe even that you should take away like at least 1 or 2 of these 3v3 courts and maybe put another 2v2. Like kind of give it that 2K17 feel, something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of adjustments that need to be made. I'm not here to talk about it for 20 minutes, but anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, all that good stuff. Turn on them noties as well if you enjoy the content and haven't already. But anyway, like I said, if we could get this to like 600 likes or something like that, I'd appreciate that. But I understand this is going to be like that big of a video, but I feel like I wanted to get my impact out there because I know I'm like approaching a bigger platform as well, and I never used to have this opportunity to kind of, you know, at least have a shot at my voice being heard by 2K. I mean, I had like 20,000 subs. It was never like a possibility. I was pulling like 1,000 views at a time. Now, like, it's a true possibility they might hear this stuff. So again, I wanted to show props on what y'all have done this year as far as the customizability. But again, the scenery's got to be changed, and there's just a couple things that I've detailed in this video that could use some work. But anyway, that's all for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, if you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, all that good stuff. Turn on them noties. Let's get it to like 600 likes. And on that, hope you all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.